Hey guys, it's me, Pamela, aka Scooterrenee, the host of your Monday Motivation. So, welcome in everybody. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. I say different, we always got to turn it into a positive, but just kind of let you know where I've been in a way mentally from last week and so forth, and just so we can all share that sometimes we're just not okay. And it can be anything from a little thing to a big thing. So just kind of want to prep that part. Feel free if there's any type of trigger or anything, feel free to step out and come back in if you need to. Obviously, I understand. So, but before we get into all of that, make sure you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe to my channel. You ring the bell for all notifications so you know when I go live or upload new content. And also a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. I would greatly appreciate that. Let me just double check one thing on my computer here. Okay. Ever since that microphone fiasco thing, hearing thing from that auction, I've been paranoid about making sure the right mic is on. So I believe everybody can hear me just fine. So if you can't, let me know in chat. But welcome in. If you are brand new to my channel, I hope you'll continue to come back. I try to make all these topics uplifting, motivating, and so forth. But sometimes we just need to kind of vent and get things out. So, but don't worry, we'll always turn into something motivating for you to be able to use. So, if you're my OGs, you know who you are. Welcome in. I'm so glad to see each and every one of you. And the playback crew, thank you so much. Let me know that you're the playback crew. Leave me a comment. I love whenever y'all comment. Let me know that you're the playback crew. Just so I know that, this is getting out there. And of course, if it's a topic that you thoroughly enjoy, please let me know that and so forth. That just kind of lets me know what I need to continue to put out there. So let's see who all is in chat real quick before we get started. First in was KK. I don't know if she's still here, but welcome in, KK. Good to see you. I hope you're still here. We got Josie here. Hey, Josie, welcome in. She says she just finished her invoice, so she won't miss tonight. I finished my invoicing too, so did not get a chance to do it at all this weekend because I had to volunteer at the flea market and everything. And after last week, yeah, I needed not to do anything when I got home. So Lisa D, welcome in. So good to see you, my friend. And then we got Dark Gaming, and don't know if you're still here, but welcome in. So good to see you. I'm so glad you pop up and say hello. We got Selena here. Hello, Selena. Welcome in. Oh, I'm glad, Lisa D. I was trying to get my point across, but at the same time, be sensitive and sympathetic to what other people are going through as well. And to also not just make this a whole, negative thing either. So let's see. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. KK still here. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa D. Appreciate that. Joanne. Hello, Joanne. Welcome in. Good to see you. So I hope you had a good week. We'll kind of take it slow tonight. I'll try not to talk so fast because usually that's what happens. If you are new to my channel, I do try to make these anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Try not to take too much of your Monday because I know Mondays are a hard day for a lot of people. So, but I hope you had a good week last week. Thank you, KK. And I hope you even had a better weekend, a great weekend. My week was full of emotions, frustrations, depression, if I dare say, and just an overwhelming sense of all that all in one. So, and I'll read my post here in a little bit, but all that just with a full-on gut punch in my stomach. So if you've ever had to deal with DHS and Medicaid and all that for a loved one that you've had in a nursing home, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Selena said, I'm going back to watch. I was talking to my oldest son. I never get to talk to him. You're fine. I haven't done anything. I just said hello. You're fine. We got Lucy here. Hello, Lucy. Ray from Ella. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Hey, Darlene. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. All right. So all that to say, it led me to that. I feel like for some, it's hard to express if they are going through a hard time or going through something. I know for myself, when I'm going through something, I tend to get quiet, really quiet. I disappear basically. Hey, Remy, thank you for being here. And I have one for sure friend outside of my marriage that picks up on that, and she does it very well. And she will wait till almost the end of the day to check on me, make sure I'm still here, I'm doing okay. Hey, Pam. I don't want to miss saying hello to people. Hey, Beth, welcome in. Hey, Joyce, welcome in. Lindsay Ann, hello, hello. Thank you guys for being here. So, but I get really quiet. And I guess in a way, for me, when I get quiet, I need to process what it is that I'm going through. But tonight, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how it's okay to not be okay. Got a very special video to show you guys. I try to make it as personal as I could. There's special meaning in the video that I will show you guys in a little while. Very special meaning. And I hope you'll kind of catch the different glints and different pieces that are in that. Hey, Sally. Whoops, clicked on the wrong one. Hey, Sally. Hey, Anna. Welcome in. Thank you, guys. So, again, like I said, very beginning. Hey, Kevin. Tonight it's going to be a different night, or different from how I usually talk to you guys. You know, every Monday I come here and you come in here, and I'm here to pump you up as well as myself, and we're talking excitedly and happy and all that. And I think even when I'm having a bad day or a bad week, that I can cover it up pretty well, and no one knows except for those that are really close to me can pick up on it. Hey, Sandy, welcome in. So the question is I have for you guys, though, the questions that I have. Hey, Shelby. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, we got several prayers to get to tonight. But the reason why I bring all that up, and the question I have for you guys is, why do we do this? Why do I feel that I've got to fake it until I make it, so to speak, mentality wise, fake it till I make it. We've all heard that phrase. And I got to thinking, how did I even get to that thought process? Yes, I love motivation stuff. I love being positive and all that kind of stuff. But to fake it till you make it, sometimes that crap gets old. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know if any of y'all are fakers till you make it type thing, but it's a lot of pressure that we put on ourselves if you are have ever been in that same boat. Maybe it's because we've been told to shake it off as a child, teenager, or even as an adult, shake it off. I mean, Taylor Swift has a whole song about shake it off. And I remember when my parents used to when I was little, they would tell me, you better dry it up. And sometimes it followed with, or I'll give you something to cry about, and meaning to me that I needed to shake it off. I needed to dry my eyes and get over it, basically. Or maybe we were told to not let others see us cry, or don't let them see you sweat or panic. And maybe you're like me and you're going through the same things. Here lately, I know I haven't been okay. I'm burnt out. I'm stressed out. I'm tired. I'm down. I'm pissed off. I mourn and I miss my parents and my brothers more during this holiday time. And I know that affects a lot of me. Roller coaster of emotions and merry-go-round of emotions as well. Tonight, if you hear nothing else that I say to you guys, and I'm going to say it quite often as I've reviewed my notes, know that I get you if you're not okay. This topic got laid on my heart last Wednesday, and that's about when crap hit the fan for me, I guess. And so I've been preparing ever since last week, probably the earliest I've ever gotten ready for a Monday motivation, if I'm honest with you guys. I was talking to Selena on the phone, and I asked her what she thought last week, what she thought about the topic and everything, and we discussed it. And I feel so many people, including myself, don't feel like we can vocalize or feel like that we can say, look, I'm not okay, without the mental illness being tagged on myself or others, or that we need to be committed or watch for 24 hours. We might, or should I say, I know I feel overlooked by some family, friends maybe. As in, they ask if I'm okay, and I say I'm not. It's met with, oh, you'll get through this. And maybe I will. Maybe I will get through it. But for now, I'm not. Just to kind of clarify, so last week I was dealing with everything. I got the letter from DHS, Medicaid, whatever you call that. That's all new to me. It's all still foreign to me. But it was saying I had from that date to December 6th, which was last Friday, to get stuff submitted. And it was a bunch of stuff. Like, we're not talking just a little bit here and there. And the biggest part is I was depending on companies to send me a verification of income, because my stepdad has 4 streams of income from annuities. And I have to get verification that this is the income that he gets, and he gets no more than this, obviously. But on my post, I said, no one prepares you in life about taking care of a parent until it happens. And then you feel you're having to learn at a quick pace so you can try to stay ahead and always playing catch up. No, I'm sorry, Robert's shipping or packaging right now. No one prepares you that you might have to take care of a parent that you have no relationship with anymore, because it's the right thing to do as well. I hate this time of year dealing with renewal of Medicaid and dealing with the Miller's Trust that we have enforced, and no one around can or willing to help without a price, that is. It's a constant reminder of the hell I've been through and why we have ended up here that a lot of you don't know. Not even really his family. I've been up early, and I'm not an early morning person, but this deadline is fast approaching to get this in by making me fret so I can't sleep. It's also a slap in the face and a reminder that this man has wanted to die since my mom got sick and was in the nursing home. Yet the good Lord called my daddy home, who didn't want to die just yet. Why didn't he take my stepdad, who cares less if he lives or die? I want to scream at God, wait, you took the wrong man. Why did the good Lord take my brother instead of my stepdad? I know I will never know the answers, and it's not for me to know or understand. Just frustrating, depressing, and overwhelming, all at the same time, rolled up into a gut punch. But I will get done on my own and know I at least did my part. So that was my week last week. And it might not be that huge of a deal to some people, and I understand that. But I've had so many people reach out to me because of that post. So, but last week was heck. I didn't have all the stuff by Friday. I got it all by today, but But anyways, that's what got me thinking about this topic and why I wanted to share. So Let's see. So many of us, we are caught in the waves and we're being tossed around. And some days we just long to be in the calm of the waves. I know we were never promised that life would be easy, and that's not what this is about. Right, Josie? Yes. Yeah. With the holidays, Thanksgiving that just passed, and now here comes Christmas. And there are many of us that have lost loved ones either recently or maybe it's been several years. Or we have strained relationships with our family or even some of our friends. And we still find ourselves feeling lost without either them being here physically or they're still here, but not really. I'm here to tell you tonight, it's okay to not be okay. It's what we do when we feel that way, the actions that we take or don't take. So we're going to discuss this and so much more tonight. If you've not been feeling this way or you just feel it tonight, I just want to ask you, that's not what I meant to say. If you have been feeling this way or you just started feeling it tonight, I just want to ask you to hang on a little bit longer, a little bit tighter. Let's talk through tonight. All right, Selena. Selena says, life's not easy, but damn, I'm tired. Yes. Lisa D said, I had similar thoughts when I lost my wonderful daddy at age 12. It's so hard not to have that thought, though. I think for some of us. Lisa D said, I was 12 and God's taken mine and not my best friend who didn't like her dad. Yes. Right. And it's nice to know that we're not alone in those feelings that we have. Other people have probably thought it at one time or another. I keep seeing the smudge on my face. I'm sorry. Hey, Nancy, welcome in. So, positive spot thought. I couldn't see last comment. Which one, Shelby? Because I see you, Lindsay, Wizard Odds Dinner. Oh, the hearts and the hugs and the flowers for Scooter and Roflo. Is that what you're? Let me know, girl. So positive spot thought. I couldn't just find one or two this week, so bear with me. One of them is I'm not okay, but today is not forever. How many of us need to keep that in our mind? I will be okay again. I hope we all have the courage to admit this whenever we feel unwell, whether physically, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally. Because once we start admitting the truth, we can then truly and slowly start processing things. Why are we hurt? Why are we offended? Which part did it go wrong? And how can we move forward? We're not okay, but we want to be better. And sometimes all you can do is smile. Move on with your day, hold back the tears, and pretend you're okay. We should all be allowed to fall apart sometimes so that we can find ourselves all over again. All of those quotes that I just read to you are so very powerful. You know, when people ask me, well, Pamela or Scooter, how are you doing? Are you okay? I think this time I'll be honest. I'm not okay. I barely have the energy to stay productive here lately. I don't even know if I'm doing my best, if I'm honest. don't feel like I'm ever good enough for anybody. My heart hurts and I'm overthinking everything I do and say here lately. I'm trying to pretend these feelings aren't real because I'm dying inside some days, maybe most days. I feel empty. I feel cold. I feel more alone than I've ever been. I'm here to tell you guys that it's okay to not be okay. And I want to repeat it so it sticks. I'm not okay myself. But you see, going through all that last week doesn't have anything to do with Medicaid or DHS. It's just a constant reminder of the bull crap that I've been through since 2012. It's a constant reminder that I'm taking care of a man that doesn't even care, doesn't even give an ounce if he's here or not. It's a constant reminder of what I've lost in the last 3 years, I should say. It brings up all these feelings and emotions and everything. So I'm not okay, but I work on myself day in and day out. We are all fighting our own demons. We're all fighting our losses. We're all fighting whatever it may be for you on the other side of the screen. We're all fighting, and whatever it be that makes you feel that you're not okay. But guys, let's not fight it alone. those words, that song, I should say, it's hard to hear at times, but yet it's so reassuring. I might not be okay at this second, in this minute, or maybe this hour or this day, but it's all going to be all right. And it's comforting to know, if you're a believer, that one day on the other side, it's really all going to be all right. Amen. I want to get to see my mom and my brother, and I want to get to see my daddy again. I know, Selena. And maybe y'all, I don't know if you noticed, but I put that picture of Selena and I in the video. Selena is the one that I call quite a bit, and vice versa, because we've gone through so much. And it's so nice to be able to talk to somebody and for them not to sit there and just say, you're going to get through this. I mean, I know I'm going to get through this. Or, they're in a better place. I know they're in a better place. I do not need anybody to tell me that they're in a better place. I know that. But it still hurts. I'm still going through the motions and the emotion and everything. And that song was right after, Selena went through her loss of her granddaughter. Or not that song, I'm sorry, that picture. Because she came here to Arkansas and we went and beat the crap out of some things. It's been frowned upon with people that have mental issues, or they go through a hard time of not being the happiest. We all deal with things differently from another. How I deal with things is not how Lisa D is going to deal with things. It's not going to be how Selena deals with things. It's not going to be how Robin deals with things, or Josie or Joanne or any of you other guys. We all deal with things in our own time, in our own healing. And there's no time definition to how long it should take you to get over things. Maybe it's not grief. Maybe it's other things. And Robin, I want to say hello to you. I saw you came in earlier. So we probably the hardest thing is we all love Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and the problem is we constantly see people from the outside. Awesome. But we see people from the outside. We see them smiling in their Facebook posts, their Instagram, maybe on YouTube, maybe it's TikTok, whatever social media you follow. And we believe that they have the perfect, simple life. Because all we ever see is the smiles and the good times and everything. And we think, boy, they got such a perfect, simple life. I wish I had that. And we try and portray that we do too. We don't put the nasty stuff on there. I do now. I'm having a crappy day. I want you to know about it. Maybe not all the time. Josie, there's just something about when I do these videos, there's just something for me that's healing somewhat. Selena and I were always talking about music and stuff. And so, music is such another way of coping, using to cope and so forth. So good job, Josie. I love that. I love memorial videos of my parents and my brother because that's how I want to remember them. So anyways, we think people have such the perfect life, but many of us, we're struggling in our own minds. We're fighting constantly to stay motivated and productive, and we can be so hard on ourselves to achieve the life that we think that others have. Everyone has problems, whether they are big or small. So why do we believe the lie that, oh, that person has a big house or a fancy car or a happy family? They're always smiling and dressed up and everything. They're always going to do these fun family events and everything. I'm really telling y'all what I think when I see some things. Or they go on these fabulous trips. They have the perfect body. Why do we believe or think that they don't have problems just like you or I have? Right, KK? Yep. There are some days that Satan does a good job on me. I will admit to that. Yeah. You and I are going to grow old together, Selena. I don't know who's going to move where, but one of us is going to move somewhere, right? I sit here tonight carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, trying to do the right thing for my stepdad, and fight with renewal of his Medicaid and nursing home coverage, when really I just want to say, forget it. Let it be someone else's problem. Trying to tough it out until Christmas for my side hustle, while still doing my paid job that I go to Monday through Friday, not feeling I get what I'm truly worth. Volunteering for other things I really don't have the energy for at times. I sit here tonight carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, slouched over, head low, and my eyes filled with tears, and a voice screaming so loudly deep inside my soul. All I can hear is one of my parents telling me to dry it up, lift my head, stand up straight, put a smile on your face, and dust it all off and be strong. That voice in me yelling, yeah, for how long? How long do I have to do this? How long must I suppress my feelings and my emotions to make everybody else feel comfortable? Because I'm the peacemaker. I'm the one that doesn't like to rock the boat. I'm not angry. I'm simply tired. Tired from the burdens I have been forced to carry. Things I have not asked to carry. Don't get me wrong, there are things that I put myself in the situation and I am forced to carry that burden. These are things I have not asked to carry. I've had to fight the hills and the mountains and climb all my life. And I know there's so many of y'all that are in the same boat. It's okay to not be okay. It's just not okay to stay that way. One thing about emotions is that they change. 1 hour from right now, you will not feel the same way. And I want to encourage you tonight that you might be in your darkest moment. You might be going through hell. But it's always too soon to quit. It is our choice and how we choose to respond to the emotions attached to these experiences that we go through. And that it really is up to us to choose to be happy. It's so sad that amazing, bright, beautiful people will give into the darkness. And I've been there. It's a place I don't like to visit or talk about, because that pain, the rawness of it, the hell I went through, is so easily still felt. But I get it. And if you're in that moment, I also encourage you to get help from someone that you can trust. What can we all do to help our family and our friends? What can we learn from as signs for us to reach out and lift up and to see one another? These loads of burdens that we carry around in our body and soul can be the ultimate gift to us, reminding us to slow down. talk it out, and to remember that it's okay to not be okay. If you are in the same boat that I found myself in here lately, where you are desperately seeking an escape via from your life, family demands, pressures of a work-life imbalance, or maybe it's the daily doses of social media, filling your minds with loads of information and fall into the comparison trap, and really just going in this downward spiral. Know that it's okay to not be okay. I just want to let you know that it's okay to feel how you feel right now. Maybe you tell yourself that you shouldn't be feeling this way, that you don't want to feel this way. It's just okay to be where you are right now. Whatever you're doing or feeling right now, you don't need to feel any different or be anywhere else right now. Right now, you don't need to do anything. Hey, Black Widow. What if you just sat or lay down while I'm talking? No one's watching, right? I know it's hard and no one really understands. I know the world is heavy. It can be heavy. And you might even feel that you can't even see the light in this dark tunnel you may be in. But what if you stay with that feeling, knowing that it's here, it's there, and knowing that you can take it because you're already feeling it. You're already strong for just being here right now. The fact of the matter is that you're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. That these feelings we get, no matter how dark or how big it feels, it's going to pass. Just like the feeling you had before this feeling, the good feeling, it too passed. Because now we found us here. So now we feel this one. Then a good one will come along soon. Hey, Tammy. I know we're feeling hard things and it's uncomfortable. It sure isn't fun and it absolutely freaking sucks. And we can say all of these things because it's all true. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. And there's nothing wrong with us feeling this. There's no rush to escape. There's no rush to feel better or feel happy. There's no rush to change right now. You don't have to be anything or anyone or accomplish anything or get things done. You can just be. Most of the people that we see around us, and some of you might even be in here, are running around on empty. Did you know that a person who can forgive nothing is someone who is totally destroyed psychologically and emotionally? So if you're able to forgive, then at least you're not in that territory, right? Maybe you're dealing with this forgiveness thing. Maybe you have forgiven, but it's so hard to forget. I'm there with you. Forgive your parents. Forgive any relationship that you ever had that didn't work out. Forgive everyone else in your life that has hurt you in any way. Forgive yourself. Remember that forgiveness is giving up the hope, not holding on, hoping, wishing it could have been in any other way. Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. What we're going through now, all of us, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. It's just going through it. So what do we do when life doesn't make sense? What do we do when we question why? This is where I am. In the dark, feeling the emotions. Why do we trust God when our life falls apart? Why do we trust in Him? Most of you know, but for someone who is new, or maybe you're lurking, I lost my parents within 22 days of each other in 2022, and I lost my brother a year later due to cancer. And my world was falling apart. And in the middle of all that, some of you don't know, in the middle of all that, we also lost Robert's sister to cancer as well. My world was falling apart, and very slowly it comes together. But there are times I feel knocked down. Only my husband was around to hear the noise that came from the depths of me that I never even knew existed the day I found out that my daddy was going to pass. I had to drive 2 hours from here to get to him, praying that he was alive long enough for me to say goodbye. That gut-wrenching, going to tear you in half kind of pain, that rawness of pain, noise that I've never have heard from me, the darkness that engulfed me as I lost my mother 22 years from losing my daddy, and then only to lose my brother a year later. Why me, God? Why me? Selena and I have this talk all the time, that I have this devil on one side, if that's what you want to call it, and the angel on the other side. So as soon as I say, why me, God? Why me? The other side of me says, why not me? I've shared that with you before, so I'm not going to go into it with you again. Sometimes I just want to stuff that one off, you know. Hearing my best friend have that same noise that only comes from the depths of her as she lost her granddaughter. Only her husband and I heard that gut-wrenching pain that you only can know if you have lost someone that you're so close to. It is a pain that rocked me to my core, as it did the day that I found out that my daddy was dying. But what do you do when your world falls apart and God is doing something in your life that you just don't understand? You don't get it. My post from Facebook last week was this: why, God? Why did you take my daddy, who still wanted to be here a little longer with me? Why did you take him and not my stepdad, who doesn't wish to live? We look in the Bible when Jesus was washing Peter's feet, and Peter was saying, no, you don't need to do that. And Jesus said in John chapter 13, verse 7, Jesus says, you don't understand what I'm doing, but someday you will. That is what happens to us. Many times we find ourselves in a place in our life and God is doing stuff that we just don't understand. God doesn't wait for us to have a full understanding before he goes ahead with his plan. He doesn't sit there and say, well, Scooter, I want you to understand why this is happening in your life. I'm going to wait till you catch up to it. I'm going to wait till you process it. And then I'll make my plan. He doesn't do that. But that is when we hear, if we're still and we're listening, we hear him say, trust me. What do you do when life doesn't make sense? If you haven't gone through a time where life doesn't make sense, bless you. If you haven't gone through a time where you lost a family, a loved one, a friend, whatever it may be, bless you. But there will be a time that life just isn't making sense. As I put in that same Facebook post, I also stated that it wasn't for me to know or to understand why my dad was taken and not my stepdad. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, I've always heard this. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Later on, we will understand the meaning of our tears, and there in that moment, we will understand. As we get closer to the end of this Monday motivation, I also want to make sure I say this, that if you have depression, anxiety, PTSD, any kind of mental health condition, or if you've noticed things haven't been right for some time, please know this isn't something to ignore. Make sure you're seeking out help. There's nothing wrong with getting help. There's nothing wrong going to see a therapist. There's nothing wrong if you have to be put on medication to get you through this rough moment. There's nothing wrong with it. Frustration and anxiety, pain that you are going through is just a natural part of the process of becoming a stronger version of yourself. The thing that keeps one living is a sense of a future, that there will be a tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'm going to do this. And the day after, I'm going to do that. It's not going to be easy, as I stated earlier. Life is hard. It just sucks at times. Majorly. That's what life is. No matter what you're going through now doesn't mean that it's not going to end. I think too often we're thinking about the stresses that we're dealt with right now, and we think that there's no light at the end of that long, long tunnel. All that we can see in that moment is darkness, and everything that you try to do just kicks you right back in the face. You just can't seem to get yourself up. Just when you get up, here's something else that knocks you down again. You don't even have to go through something traumatic to get what I'm saying. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe that light looks a little different from before you entered the tunnel, but there is a light. Life is hard and it is challenging. There are the ups and the downs and these challenges that we face. Those challenges, some of them are going to do their best to take you down. Do not let them. Of course you have to work. Of course your family needs you. Life is for the living. If you think about what you're going through and the not being okay, think about it as winter. Y'all know winter always leads to spring and summer again. See it as nighttime. Nighttime becomes daytime again. Hold on to your faith. And on the other side of your pain, know that there is something good. Stand up and dig in. Let those challenges raise you up. Let them elevate. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger. In the video, I put at the end of the video to use your voice. It's amazing how when we have a problem with our body, maybe we're having a heart issue, so we go see the cardiologist. Maybe it's a blood pressure issue, so we go see our MD. Maybe it's diabetes, and we go see an endo, that big word. Yes, we go see him. We go see a doctor for anything that's wrong when we're sick. Anything that's wrong with the body, we go see a doctor. And everyone is concerned about you. And would know you're doing better. And it would be open and honest with your family and your friends. With our most complicated organ that we have in our bodies, the brain, the mental health problem, if you have a problem with it, suddenly we don't know what to talk about. Use your voice and get it out. Maybe you don't get completely over something, but you can get through it by using your voice. Using your voice, you can get past it maybe. Get through it. I know the clouds will lift, and right now we might just see that there is sunlight above the clouds that we're looking at. They will lift, and crisis has come to teach you the big lesson you're meant to learn to move to your next level in the next chapter of your life. We all go through things. We all go through struggles the same exact way. And I think that's what we all have to realize. It's just something that every single person goes through. And maybe we go through it in a different or more intense way for longer periods of time. But there's nothing wrong with you to be a sensitive person that cares a lot, that takes things in a deep way. It is actually a part of what makes you amazing. I've spoken about what comes from my heart today. And I want you to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end. This is not the end of your story. This is not the final chapter in your life. I know it may be hard right now, but if you just hang in there, stick it out. You've stayed with me for a little while tonight. You will find that this tough moment will pass. And if you are committed to using this pain, using it to build your character, finding a greater meaning for the pain, you will find that in time you can turn your life around and help others going through the same struggles. I continue to work on myself. So the next time, whatever pain I am suffering from, I can assure I will give myself grace and time, and it won't possibly be as bad as before. You are worthy. You are more than worthy. You deserve to experience how great life can be, and you owe it to the world to be that positive change for others. To inspire others who will look to you and say, she did it, or he did it. I can do it too. I love you guys. Please, again, if you need the help, get the help. Find someone to talk through your emotions and your pain, whether it be a professional or a friend. Someone you can trust. It's okay to not be okay, but we're all going to be all right. Thank you guys, as always, for being here tonight. I've been reading the chat as it's gone through, but when I get in the moment, I get in the moment. Good night, Robin. Love you, sweet friend. Right? God did not make junk. You're all special and beautiful. Look at, okay, you're going to take me off on another tangent just real quick, Josie. Josie said, God did not make junk. You're all special and beautiful. Someone that thought this paper or this card was junk. Y'all know I've done shared this before. Selena got me this for my birthday and Miss Josie made it. The people that thought scraps of papers were just trash. It was just junk, just to be thrown away. It was made to be something special and something beautiful, to be given as a gift to someone. So just because you think you might be junk, or you think you might be trash, or what you have to say has no value, you never know what it is that you're passing on that could be so beautiful. So thank you guys, as always, for being here tonight. Again, I hope something helped or something encouraged you tonight. Tomorrow night, Selena and I are back. Right, Black Widow? Yes. But Selena and I are back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central for our One Fry Short of a Happy Meal show. Roflo will be here as well. Wednesday night, I'm supposed to be running on Wednesday with Tammy Dream Chaser at 7:30 p.m. Central. So stay tuned for that. And then Thursday night, Cool Ranch will be back with me at 7:30 p.m. Central also. Don't forget, you want to make sure that you have subscribed if you're still here. If you haven't already, hit that bell for all notifications and make sure that's marked for all notifications so you don't miss any time I go live or upload new content or a short. I did my first short in a very long time today. So don't forget to do the thumbs up on your way out if you haven't already. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing everything in chat that you've shared and so forth. Not sure what we're going to be discussing next Monday motivation, but no, it's going to be something positive, something uplifting. Continue to be here and be a part of something different. It's been fun, guys. Let's remember it's okay not to be okay, but we're all going to be all right. I'll see you at next Monday motivation if I don't see you at one of the auctions. Love you guys. Let's do this thing.